The discovery of the cosmic source, humanity's relentless quest for knowledge had always driven them into the furthest reaches of space, seeking new frontiers and uncovering the mysteries of the universe. However, in the year 2203, a seemingly insignificant discovery would change the trajectory of human history forever. The discovery occurred by chance. An exploration team, led by Dr. Sarah Callahan, found an ancient alien station in the Andromeda system, far from any known galactic trade routes. The station was nothing like they had encountered before. Its architecture was a bizarre fusion of organic and metallic structures, pulsing with an eerie, unnatural glow. It was abandoned, untouched for millennia, yet teeming with dormant energy. As they ventured deeper into its bowels, they uncovered strange alien markings etched into the walls, symbols that shimmered as though alive. Dr. Callahan's scientific instincts led her to investigate the central chamber, where a massive energy core lay dormant, surrounded by layers of unknown material. Upon making contact with the core, she felt a rush of energy surge through her body. It was as if the very laws of physics had bent around her, and for a brief moment, time itself seemed to freeze. The cosmic essence, as she would later call it, unlocked latent potential in her mind. Her senses heightened, and a surge of untapped energy flooded her awareness. The crew watched in awe as Sarah, now radiating with this newfound power, began to manipulate the energy around her. Telekinetic waves moved effortlessly at her command, and the air itself seemed to bend in response to her will. The first sign of human potential in the realm of space magic had been revealed, but no one truly understood the ramifications of what they had just discovered. As they continued to explore the station, they realized that the energy source was not merely a relic of a dead civilization. It was a gateway, a conduit to a power that transcended traditional science. The cosmic essence was a living force, and it had chosen humanity to inherit its secrets. The rise of human sorcerers. The implications of humanity's discovery were staggering. For centuries, the galactic community had ridiculed humanity for its reliance on technology. Other advanced species, who had harnessed the power of their biology, had long considered humans a primitive race. But the discovery of the cosmic essence shattered that illusion. Dr. Callahan's initial experiment was an accident. While trying to study the energy source, she inadvertently triggered a series of cascading events. Energy surged through the station, activating ancient machinery that hadn't been touched in thousands of years. The result was catastrophic, but also wondrous. Callahan had unknowingly established a direct link between the human mind and the cosmic essence, unlocking the ability to manipulate reality itself. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Other humans, many of whom had once been scientists, engineers, or soldiers, found themselves inexplicably attuned to the essence. Soon, individuals across human colonies began exhibiting strange, mystical abilities. Some could manipulate gravity, others could bend light, and a few could even alter the very fabric of time and space. Humanity was no longer limited by technology or brute force. They had become a new breed of beings, sorcerers of space. The very laws of physics, once thought unbreakable, now seemed like suggestions. But with great power came great danger. At first, these new powers were experimental, limited to small, controlled actions. But as more humans connected with the cosmic essence, their abilities became increasingly potent. However, this newfound power was not without consequences. Reality itself began to destabilize. Star systems flickered out of existence, and pockets of space-time distorted in ways that could not be explained by conventional science. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as humans reshaped entire planets with a mere thought, their powers growing exponentially. They had become the galaxy's most formidable force, capable of both creation and destruction. And yet, this was only the beginning. The galactic response as humanity's powers grew. The galactic empires, composed of species far older and more advanced than humans, began to take notice. The Zithar Dominion, known for their unparalleled intellect and vast technological advancements, were the first to act. They saw the humans' newfound abilities as a threat that needed to be neutralized. The Zithar had long dominated the galaxy with their superior science, and they felt no species should possess the power to rewrite the laws of nature. They dispatched a massive fleet to the Andromeda system, determined to seize the alien station and extract its secrets for themselves. When they arrived, they were met by an unprecedented force. Dr. Callahan and her team, having already begun to understand the depth of their powers, stood ready. With a single wave of her hand, Dr. Callahan altered the very space around the Zithar fleet, creating a field of energy so dense that the Zithar ships became trapped within it. The fleet's weapons systems malfunctioned, and their communication systems were rendered useless. The Zithar tried to retaliate, but every attempt to break free was thwarted by the humans' overwhelming abilities. They had underestimated the scale of what humans could now do. With every passing moment, their ships were pulled into an impenetrable force field that bent space and light, making it impossible to target their enemies. Finally, the Zithar fleet was forced to retreat. But this was no mere victory. It was a statement. Humanity had proven that they were not to be underestimated, that they now stood on equal footing with the galaxy's most powerful empires. Yet the retreat of the Zithar was only the beginning. The galaxy was rife with tension. A species that had once viewed humanity as insignificant now realized that their very existence could be threatened by the power humanity now wielded. The war for the cosmos, the power shift in the galaxy, was undeniable. As more humans began to unlock their magical abilities, the question on everyone's mind was simple. Would humanity use their power to conquer, or would they choose a more peaceful path? The galactic empires were divided. Some, like the Vraxi, a warrior race known for their honor and strength, viewed humanity's rise as a challenge to their dominance. Others, like the Morthan, a technologically advanced race who prided themselves on their logical and methodical approach, saw an opportunity to study and harness the cosmic essence for their own purposes. The first true battle came when the Morthan attempted to seize the alien station in Andromeda. They had believed that with their technological prowess, they could tap into the cosmic essence and control it. However, their attempts were disastrous. Unlike humans, who had developed a symbiotic relationship with the essence, the Morthan treated it as a tool to be manipulated. They lacked the understanding of its true nature, and their reckless attempts to control it caused massive rifts in space-time. The result was catastrophic. Entire star systems were swallowed by black holes, and the fabric of reality itself was torn asunder. The Morthan were left in ruin, their once proud civilization now nothing more than a cautionary tale. Meanwhile, humanity's influence continued to grow. New academies were established across human colonies, where the sorcerers were trained in the ancient ways. The most gifted individuals became powerful leaders, capable of commanding fleets of ships that were no longer reliant on technology alone. Humanity's influence was now seen throughout the galaxy, and every decision they made could shift the balance of power. The fall of the galactic empires. As the war between the galactic empires and humanity raged on, the once mighty civilizations began to crumble. The Zithar, Vraxi, and Morthan, all formidable in their own right, found themselves helpless against the unrelenting power of the human sorcerers. The Zithar Dominion, long known for its intellectual superiority, could no longer match the raw power of human sorcery. Once regarded as the most advanced race in the galaxy, the Zithar were now outclassed by humanity's understanding of the cosmic essence. Entire Zithar fleets were obliterated with a mere thought. Their vast cities turned to ash as the humans manipulated space and time to devastating effect. The Vraxi, once proud warriors who had conquered countless civilizations, were no match for the humans who could bend reality to their will. Their once great empire fell as they were driven back into the shadows of history. The galaxy's greatest military force had been reduced to a broken relic of a forgotten age. The Morthan, who had once been regarded as the architects of the galaxy's technological wonders, were now a mere shadow of their former selves. Their attempts to control the cosmic essence had backfired, leaving their cities in ruins and their species on the brink of extinction. As the last of the great empires fell, humanity stood alone as the dominant force in the galaxy. But their victory came with a realization. With great power came great responsibility. Humanity had the ability to shape the future, but how they chose to wield it would define their place in the universe. The new age of sorcery, in the aftermath of the war, humanity emerged not as conquerors, but as the stewards of the galaxy. They understood that their power came with great responsibility. The cosmic essence was not just a weapon, it was a force of creation and destruction, capable of shaping the universe itself. Dr. Callahan and the other human sorcerers, now regarded as the ancient sages of their time, dedicated their lives to teaching the next generation. They founded academies throughout the galaxy, where individuals of all species could come to learn how to harness the cosmic essence in a responsible and balanced way. The galaxy, once torn apart by war and division, began to heal. Species that had been at odds for centuries came together, united by the shared understanding that magic and science could coexist. Humanity's influence was not one of domination, but of guidance. They showed the galaxy that true power came from knowledge, understanding, and the responsible use of great forces. But even as the galaxy entered a new era of peace, the shadows of the past lingered. In the farthest reaches of space, whispers spoke of ancient entities, beings older than time itself, who had once ruled the universe with power beyond comprehension. And though humanity now stood as the galaxy's sorcerers, they could not shake the feeling that they were only one step away from an even greater challenge. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Humanity had become the guardians of the cosmic essence, and their destiny was now forever intertwined with the very fabric of the universe.